I want you all to remember a time in your life when you went to the cinema and you came across this poster. Don't act like you've never heard of it. Everyone who lived in the year 2004 remembers it. This is another example of a film that was heavily advertised before its release, with trailers and merchandise only to bomb on its opening weekend. It's an adaptation of the Jules Verne novel, and by that I mean a very, very, very loose adaptation, as it barely resembles its source material. Let's not wait any longer and watch Around the World in 80 Days. As the credits roll, we find out that the film is directed by Frank Corsi, director of such classic comedies as Zookeeper and Oh Yeah, we are in very good hands today. After discovering that space is actually sunny and cloudy, our story begins in London. And our thief turns out to be Jackie Chan, who is now on the run. This was back in the day when British police didn't carry guns and assumed that hitting you on the head with a stick would do the job. While hiding, he comes across Phileas Fogg, played by Steve Coogan.
Today is the day I will finally achieve what has been deemed impossible. Man can break the 50 mile per hour.
In this version, Phileas Fogg is a scientist always building new inventions, instead of the boring gentleman who never does anything different in his life.
I quit! There's no man brave enough to be my valet.
Oh, a sign from God.
I'm your new valet.
But they know I only accept French valets.
I come from a long line of French valets.
But your accent?
My father French, never speak. My mother Chinese, and never shuts up. All the children pick up her accent.
Well, you know these French Chinese. Jackie Chan takes the job to hide from the authorities. Unfortunately for him, it involves being a guinea pig for experiments that even Q would consider too dangerous. Watch out, it's slapstick that sucks ass. You know, all of this reminds me of a movie I saw a few years ago. It was another comedy which had unfunny slapstick. It was set in the past and featured a lot of Looney Tunes gadgets. That movie was Wild Wild West! Run! Run! Everyone for himself!
Sorry, what was your name?
Passport. 2.
Passport 2.
No, I'm the real Passepartout.
Dear Father, I will find the fastest way back to China.
Going back to the story, Passepartout has stolen a mysterious object which belonged to a General Fang, who left it in the care of Jim Broadbent.
My agents will retrieve the Jade Buddha once again, Lord Kelvin. This time, do not let it slip through your fingers.
A female general? What sort of pathetic man takes orders from a woman?
Yeah, 19th century society where men think that women are inferior despite being ruled by a queen. Hello! Jim Broadbent also runs a Ministry of Science, which Phileas Fogg also happens to be a member of. Not a gentleman's club like in the book.
By your definition, Kelvin, a real scientist's objective would be to prevent man from progress.
We live in a golden age, Fogg. Everything worth discovering has been discovered.
But what about the internet? I can't live without it. I say, when are they getting to the theory of travelling around the world in 80 days?
So now you're an expert on the bank thief as well. Give us the benefit of your ineffable wisdom, Fogg.
26 minutes ago, a ship left Dover for Paris. From there, the thief takes the Orient Express. In little over a month, that man could be in China.
No build-up.
Let's see you circumnavigate the world in 80 days.
I'll take your wager! By the strike of noon, after I, Phileas Fogg, have travelled around the world in 80 days.
Jackie Chan sees this as an opportunity to get back to China. And just as they set off, they are stopped by a corrupt Bobby, played by Ewan Bremner.
He's in violation of the city's new vehicle code, 431.
All vehicles must be powered by horses.
Ewan Bremner is usually funny. Can he salvage this movie?
That's hot.
It's an... Bloody hell! My brain's leaking!
Nope. They make their first stop in Paris, which appears to be made out of the unrendered animation from Ratatouille.
Please, we are in a great hurry.
Passepartout?
Yes.
In French.
Chateau bleu, la champignon, chateau bien, François, voilà, oulala, fou di quoi?
T'as l'air malin, toi.
He notices several agents following them to recover the object. He tricks Fogg into hiding in an art exhibition where they come across a painter, Monique, played by Cécile de France.
That painting is highly inaccurate.
It's not supposed to be accurate.
Trees are not violet. Grass is not charcoal.
Who says a comedy has to be funny in order to be released?
I'm glad you like my painting, Monique Laroche.
Phileas Fogg. But I must say it's an awful lot better than these amateurs.
What did he say?
Vincent! As the two are distracted, Jackie Chan has to fend off the agents. No, I'm not doing the blackface.
Passepartout! Go, go, go.
Well, that's just cheating.
Monique ends up joining the team.
I need a world journey to inspire me.
There we go. Passepartout, tell him to keep the change.
They get into a hot air balloon, but Passepartout has some minor problems getting away.
Very impressive. I'd have let go by now.
It's Jackie Chan, he can survive anything.
Those art thieves seem to recognize you.
I look like someone they know.
Some other Frenchman, perhaps.
The suspicious Monique demands to know the truth from Jackie Chan.
A very secret object was stolen from my village. I have to take it back.
That's not a valuable relic. That's a souvenir that you can buy at the Chinese gift shop for 12 euros.
For many centuries, the Jade Buddha has protected my people. He has never left our village. Fang, she wants the Buddha so she can take over my village. I must return the Jade Buddha to protect Lanzhou.
That sounds like the MacGuffin from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, doesn't it? Ooh, female legs, how daring.
Excuse me, sir.
Fox Ballet!
Oh, you've ruined me manhood. Now I won't be able to have children. Okay, who the hell is using the animation from Polar Express?
Prince Happy would be honored to have Phileas Fogg and his traveling companions at his banquet.
They are taken to meet this Prince Happy, played by... Wait, Arnold Schwarzenegger?
How magical that our paths should cross. Do you believe in fate?
I didn't know Turkey was part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire.
Yes, I mean...
No! Don't touch it! It's my most treasured possession.
I was only pointing. I was just...
Don't even point.
I was just pointing at it.
Well, don't point even.
Don't
You
even
can't-
point?
No.
Well, I can assure you, I'm in much better shape now.
Incroyable! It's a sculpture of you!
I would say he's compensating for old age.
I'm such a fool, always embarrassing myself in front of visiting dignitaries. Well, guess who else was in this bath? U.S. President Rutherford B. Hayes.
How about inviting a governor from, I don't know, California? Yeah, too obvious.
The gentlemen are free to go, but Miss LaRoche stays here with me to be my wife.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
Prince Harvey has spoken.
Put that statue down, now!
I want my arm!
My arm! Give me back my arm! Grrr! We then jump rather quickly to India, where the authorities try to locate and arrest Passepartout for the theft.
They seem to think we robbed the Bank of England.
That's preposterous. This is merely a desperate attempt by Lord Kelvin to impede my journey.
They go in disguise to avoid being recognized, but...
Darling.
Maria. Nice.
There's more trouble as the Black Scorpions try to get the Buddha back.
Whoa, watch me, plums! Stop, or I'll arrest you as well!
You know a comedy is desperate when they have to resort to yelling and making buffoonish expressions. They get away again and continue their journey through China, and we get more bizarre animated transitions. Hey, I can see Brendan Fraser doing The Mummy 3. They arrive at Passepartout's village and Fogg is still oblivious to the whole picture.
Goodness, that's quite a welcome. These people know him?
It must be their custom, the way they welcome all strangers.
These scenes are pretty boring, so I'm just going to jump to the part where Fogg finds out the truth about Passepartout.
Dear Father, I will find the fastest way to China.
You mean to tell me he wasn't French this whole time?
This is your family.
My name is not Passepartout. It is Lao Sing.
You have both used me. You to escape to China and you to travel the world to further your impressionistic humbug.
This dramatic scene is also boring, so I'm also going to jump to the part where they get captured by enemy soldiers.
Why is he in prison?
Urinating in the public.
Charming. At least he had the decency to be forthcoming about it.
At least he doesn't get to appear on America's sex offenders list.
Oh, good. Here comes Mr. Grumpy.
Where is the Jade Buddha?
But luckily they get reinforcements from the warrior, karate, ninjas or something. For an adaptation of Around the World in 80 Days, I keep forgetting that he's supposed to make it back in 80 days. There's no sense of urgency or hurry because we keep getting distracted by these pointless fight scenes that go on for too long. They win the fight and put the Jade Buddha in its rightful place. One question, how is a simple Jade Buddha going to protect a village from invaders? It has no magical powers and it didn't stop these guys early on, so how is it going to stop any further attacks? You can't hurt me! I have this lucky charm that protects me! Phileas Fogg is upset by all the lies and decides to continue on his own.
Hey!
He travels to San Francisco but is quickly robbed of all his money and reduced to poverty.
Alms for the poor?
Oh shit! It's Rob Schneider! Put him back in the garbage where he came from!
I'm hungry and miserable.
No, you stink. Now your stink is your most powerful weapon in your begging arsenal.
Now, for those who are wondering as to who Rob Schneider is, why the hell do you want to know anything about Rob Schneider?
The big
men are coming! I knew it! The bird men are coming! The bird men are coming!
But Jackie Chan and Cecile de France also happen to find him, and they continue their journey through the American desert. There better not be any giant mechanical spiders in this scene, or otherwise you're earning this!
Passepartout went to get help hours ago.
Passepartout is a keen warrior with impeccable survival instincts, sir.
Why do they keep calling him Passepartout if they already know that's not his real name?
My name is not Passepartout. It is Lao Sing.
No, that sounds boring. How about I call you Passepartout?
Howdy!
Hey, crazy English cowboy wannabe man.
They come across the Wright brothers, played by the Wilson brothers.
We're big fans of yours. Well, and fan's a strong word. Better way to say it is we got a lot of money riding on you to win your bet. You gonna win it? We're gonna use our winnings to build this.
If you're wondering why they agreed to be in the movie, don't worry. Their cameo ended just as we speak.
Never going to make it. Never going to make it.
I have no idea what Robot Chicken was drinking, but I would like some of it, please. They make it to New York, but they are once again cornered by the Black Scorpion gang.
On the contrary, Lao Xing, Lord Kelvin and I have made new arrangements to conquer Landro.
You see, I told you the Buddha wouldn't be of any use.
I knew Kelvin was duplicitous, but to align himself with such a little scoundrel!
They have yet another repetitive fight scene where they defeat the general.
He must be the 11th tiger.
They get on a ship commanded by Mark Eddy, but it doesn't look like they're going to make it in time.
I'm sorry to say we've burnt the last of the coal.
Strange that there are seagulls in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Seagulls always stay near land. They only go out to sea to die.
Captain, I'm afraid I have to ask permission to dismantle your ship.
Let's cut and burn the ship's wood.
No. We'll fly to London to dismantle your ship to build this flying machine.
You had me at the nipples.
Cornelius!
They build the aircraft out of the dismantled wood, which could have been used to power the ship's boilers, which would have been a much faster solution than whatever this is they're building.
How the hell are we getting back?
Well, Macadi, you've made the biggest mistake since Viva Rock Vegas.
You did it, Phileas! We are flying!
My God!
It's so stupid. No, we are not going back to that.
We're going to make it! The window! Oh dear, this is exactly like a dream I had.
You dream of winning the race?
No, of crashing to my death.
Sorry if I'm interrupting the action, but did I mention that John Cleese himself is in this movie? Yeah, look.
Flying machine is heading for the Royal Academy. Our bank thief at the pedals.
Some people will believe anything.
The flying machine is heading towards the Royal Academy.
See what I mean?
He could have easily replaced all of his dialogue with, "That's all I get to say? My cameo in Doctor Who was worth more of my time." They almost make it, but...
They robbed the Bank of England!
Where is your proof?
This is the Royal Academy of Science! We don't need to prove anything!
Bleach is good for you, but I don't need to prove it to you.
He also sent a Chinese warlord to kill Phileas Fogg!
That's right, didn't know! So what if I did try to kill Phileas Fogg? What are you gutless peons going to do about it? I hold all the power! I am above the law!
The Queen!
That inbred, antiquated old cow. The only way she could stop me. She's behind me, isn't she?
No, it's okay, it's Kathy Bates. She's cool with it.
So, Lord Kelvin, unsportsmanlike conduct, attempted murder, trading my arsenal for Buddhas.
Damn it, I would have gone away with it if it wasn't for you meddling Brits.
We've won!
Wow, this is making me find new appreciation for those Spanish cartoons. They win the bet, everybody's way too jolly, and the film ends by showing the Earth now surrounded by space diamonds or something. So that was Around the World in 80 Days, and to be honest, I was expecting rock bottom. To start with, it's nowhere near as bad as Wild Wild West. That movie was borderline unwatchable. This one is more bearable. It can be funny at times. Jackie Chan is great with his martial arts, even if they do become very repetitive. But the film is still guilty of relying on cheap laughs, bland characters, and comedy actors being wasted. Even the cameos are incredibly short and pointless. For example, I reviewed this entire film without even mentioning that Macy Gray and Maggie Q were in it, just to name a few. It's just another movie that parents put on for their children to distract them for 2 hours. No more, no less. Okay, maybe a lot less.
Well, I'll take this.
Apotam fuerte.
Oye, tú haces.
Vale. Dame una...